Hello and welcome to Tajikistan. I'm Kelly Green. I'm a young cartographer. I started working for Cartoonji 1.5 years ago. Cartoonji is a French NGO specialized in information management and mapping for the humanitarian and development sectors.
And my name is Natalia Idrisova. I'm the project coordinator of local environmental NGO Little Earth. And currently we're working on the project participatory mapping in Tajikistan with our colleagues from Cartoonji. And this project is supported by GIZ on behalf of German government. And this project is entirely based on promoting OSM and its tools. And we map as more as possible vulnerable regions of Tajikistan in the context of climate change and disaster risk management.
Natalia, tell me, is it true that you really started to build the OSM community from scratch? You had no experience in OSM mapping and data management?
Yes, it's true. We have extensive experience in energy efficiency, support of mountain communities, environmental education, waste management, and other environmental issues. But actually, mapping in OSM has become a really new direction for us. We are still learning and trying to gain new knowledge and transfer this knowledge to all interested parties. The initiator of this project and our mentors from Cartoonji help us to discover the new world of web mapping and guide us in our activities. So it's really great that modern conditions allow you to learn everything if you really have the willing. So GIS technologies are used in all areas of the modern development, and we also need to learn how to use such data in our practical work. So far we are trying to attract more and more interested people to learn OSM and contribute to open data.
I already know the answer to the next question, but for our dear audience, can you please explain what is this participatory mapping project about? What is the main mission of it and who are its direct beneficiaries?
Who are the beneficiaries of the project? I have multi-phased answer. This is a primarily interested organizations and structures working on issues of development and humanitarian aid, response to disaster risk management, organizations that work to reduce the risk of natural disasters and develop adaptation measures to climate change. This can be institutions or individual researchers who are working on the same issues. Our project focuses on mapping mountainous vulnerable regions. In principle, everyone can benefit from the maps. It can be tourists, farmers, planners. After all, you can map not only the rural areas, but also cities and their infrastructures. In this pilot project, we are trying to cover as many missing maps of Tajikistan as possible and teach how to do this more and more people. From the joint mappers, we built our OSM community. I would like it to be big, friendly, and of course sustainable community in the near future. We are also visit some mapped villages, conduct trainings for local communities, listen to their opinion about climate change, about potential and real risks, condition in which they live. On the ground, we check the data that was mapped remotely, and we also put social important objects on these villages to OSM. We check the types of roads, the presence of bridges, we check the flows of rivers, mark where the school, the medical point, the evacuation site, etc. are located.
Could the local residents in remote mountainous community also help with mapping? How do they feel about our visits? Are they happy to participate? And how do people live in mountainous villages of Tajikistan?
Of course, people live in very harsh conditions. They often face mud flows, landslides, avalanches. In many villages, there is very limited electrification. Often there is no mobile communication, as well as internet access. There are almost no job places, and many villages are cut off from the main roads due to poor roads infrastructure or rising the level of rivers. In such conditions, people often survive, do hard work. Due to the difficult living conditions, they have no time to learn technology. There is no such opportunity for them. Therefore, the local residents do not map themselves. Not everyone has smartphones, but they have a very good knowledge of the area and traditional knowledge about the climate and nature around. During subjective mapping, they are trying to draw the maps of their villages. And then during thematic mapping, they help us to work in the field and they show us where important objects are located, share with us the history of their place.
Isn't it dangerous to work in the mountains where there are many risks of natural disasters? Do you have any safety instruction?
Thank you for this question. When we plan our field visits, we look at the weather conditions and of course we do not work when it's a lot of precipitation or too cold. Most of the time of our project, of course, we work in the city. But it is very important to be able to work in the field, gain navigation skills, double check the data and have a clear idea of those regions that are in dire need of adaptation measures. The local community, unfortunately, does not always quite understand the meaning of using the online maps, which they cannot touch or hang on the wall, since they are far from computer literacy. Therefore, after detailed mapping, we print maps of individual villages in a big format and bring them to the village, school, local hospital, and local government office.
So, Natalia, share with us, please, what are the main challenges you face now building an OSM community? Do you think it will be really useful and sustainable in the future, and that the NGOs and different institutions will really use the data that you are producing?
Okay, I cannot answer this question simply. It's really difficult to get people be interested in something doing on volunteer basis in Tajikistan, since the standard of living of people constantly force them to survive, and people actually don't have a lot of free time to do something. Progressive youths are constantly leaving the country in search of career or a good education. To maintain the sustainability of OSM community, it should be provided with constant events, news, exchange of experience between countries and regions, participation in relevant projects, etc. As for big organizations and their use of data, time will show, but of course a lot depends on us right now. We need to show more results and case studies and contribute to missing maps of Tajikistan. It's also complicated to assure big organizations use OSM at the first stage of our project. But Tajikistan has a big problem with open source information, so hopefully soon our potential stakeholders will refer OSM themselves as a contribute to it in the frame of their work. We are trying our best to reach these results.
And tell us about some statistics and some short achievements that you have in this moment of the project.
Okay, thank you for this question. So, since April, we already conducted 25 offline mapping events. Among them, mapathons in Dushanbe, validation sessions, training on OSMANT, tagging, JOSM tools, and field papers. Together with our partners from Car2NG, we conducted also 5 online mapathons. Those 30 events gathered around 360 volunteer participation, including more than 200 in Dushanbe only. We mapped and validated on the hot tasking manager 68 vulnerable villages, and we are currently mapping 61 other villages. So we are covering 129 villages for base mapping. With the field data collection, we covered 5 vulnerable villages in Tajikistan. We also have an ongoing Map Roulette project where we try to map more than 200 missing bridges in vulnerable regions throughout the country. We created the group of validators, so we have around 10 active volunteers among our OSM community, and soon all of them will be certified on data quality in OSM. About communication, we have 50 members in our Telegram group, we have our Facebook page, and of course all official information about our project is available on our Wiki OSM. We also involved the different stakeholders to our work as American Space, the German Red Cross and Red Crescent Society Tajikistan, OSCE, Design and Research Institute FAZO, and we established good contacts with several other NGO and institutions in Tajikistan.
Great, Nata. Thanks for all the insights on our project. And on the Cartoonji side, we are so happy to collaborate in this project with Little Earth to build this OSM community almost from scratch. Yeah. And we really hope that it will be sustainable and continue to grow even after our project, and that more and more people will get interested in mapping Tajikistan, so all the country could be mapped and people could use the data in their daily work.
Wow, it's great. We hope so, and of course thank you so much for this conversation. And if our audience will have some questions about our project, we're ready to answer, and thank you so much.